Andrew Wilson, one of the most prominent debaters of our time, I think, in my opinion. It seemed like Turning Point wanted Candace Owens to be silenced and smashed in a debate. Candace Owens is this titan to be dealt with, you know, and he was gonna be this dragon slayer.
Right. That's fair, actually, because she has kind of been a dragon ever since she came onto the scene. She's been, bro, the ferocity that follows her into to every conversation. She's got an energy about her. He tried to slay the dragon.
It just blew up in their face. Like, if anything, I'm gonna tune back into Candace Owens now. The reason why I wanted Andrew to win was because I wanted him to be able to dismiss what she was saying. I wanted him to come with credible facts and evidence to say, hey, this is why you're wrong, because I don't want her to be right. Andrew Wilson did not weaken her statements or weaken her claim. In fact, if anything, having her sum it all up like that,
right,
it strengthened it.
How is a guy gonna go tower over a female in a basketball game, dunk all over them, you know, get their balls all in their face and shit?
Aspect of your life. Because I do think that, yes, you're right. It's starting in New York. It's only 5 grocery stores. It's only for the city. That's what those people voted for. Yeah, sure. But if it just keeps growing exponentially by nature, that's what every government-ran facility does, then where does it end?
The capital of capitalism is now ran by socialists. It's just an irony in itself. To me, I find it's a poetic kind of...
Poetic justice.
A poetic injustice? A poetic... I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the cast with the most opinions and the least information. Thanks for joining us in the study of what it means to be human and where exactly does your poop go after you flush it. Please enjoy the show as we explore these topics and many more with the crew that is We Regret This Already. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Joining us today, 2 good friends of the show, W.N.B.A and Jose Ledesma.
So, what's going on?
All right, boyos, what the hell's going on?
A whole lot, man. You know?
Like
fucking chilling.
Like a lot.
Yeah, you know, just driving all over the place.
Okay. How you been, Jose?
Been doing good. Just fucking car problems, that shit. Bullshit, you know?
Yeah, you need a car to get around here.
For real. If you don't have a car, I never even do Uber, so I don't know how that shit works. I don't even want to know how that shit works.
It's a taxi service.
No, but I don't want to know. I don't want to download no app or nothing and get someone to pick me up. Gotta wait.
Yeah, fuck all that bullshit.
Yeah, and then I hear that shit's expensive, but I don't know.
It is expensive. Everything's expensive right now, but I mean, that shit's actually like, yeah, it's dumb expensive.
Yeah, well, I mean, the cost of fuel, you know?
No, but how much is the, like...
Depends on how far you're going.
How much a mile?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. Too much.
It's
It's too fucking much. It's cheaper for you to have your own fucking car than you to try and rely on Uber getting you to and from work every day.
Dude, I think I wanted to buy an e-bike. An e-bike, just the electric bikes, and then just take that to work and then go back home.
Hell yeah.
Because they do, I think it's like maybe like 70 miles, and mine is only like probably like 15, 20 miles or less. So
That's not bad, actually.
I'll be able to go back and forth.
But then you'd be on a bicycle.
Well, it looks like a little motorcycle.
It's an e-bike.
It's a fucking toy.
It's an e-bike.
It's like a
Bro, they go fast
like
as
the
fuck.
motocross bikes, you know, like the little, like the ones they be doing tricks on. They look like those now.
Yeah, okay.
And
Okay, I see what
it's
you're saying.
It's just electric.
Yeah. They're super fast, too.
But
You rig it, like they're supposed to go only like 40, I think, or 30. And then there's something you rig, and then they go like 70.
Yeah.
And then I guess in Texas, you don't even need like a helmet. You don't need fucking insurance on it. You don't need nothing.
Yeah, you just got to stay off of public roads.
Nah, you could even drive on roads.
That's wild.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's fucking crazy.
even without registration, just because there's no motor or something.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
just-
fucking know.
Electric. But
I want to go fast.
dude, I would do it. There's like videos of like kids just popping wheelies and stuff with them, going crazy. I guess they're like little rich kids, cause you know those they go for like probably like $5 grand or something.
Yeah, they actually are kind of expensive. I know this chick that drives there. She rides a fucking electric scooter back and forth to work. She like plugs it in when she's working and shit. Folds up.
Yeah, there's a kid in the neighborhood who's got one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just some high schooler.
Yeah. I guess it is cheaper than trying to fucking buy a car.
Should
But
be
it's like a recreational vehicle, right? So like,
it's just like having a little scooter, like we're gonna turn Asian. You know what I mean? Like the Asians.
Yeah, it just seems like not something an adult does, you know, like ride a bike.
You ever been to Taiwan?
I've not. Have you?
Yeah.
we're so privileged here in America to not think that, you know, the majority of the fucking world rides like extracurricular activities. Here in America, we're so lucky to have fucking just casual vehicles. Like every family has one. If you don't have a fucking vehicle in today's age, you're like broke. You don't got shit.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that.
I guess unless you live in like fucking New York, Chicago, public transportation.
The railroad, well, not railroad. What is it called?
The railroad. Could you imagine using the railroad to get back and forth to work?
The Amtrak. I know it's like 2.5 hours to get from San Antonio to Austin. It's like a 45-minute drive. Takes 2.5 hours if you take the Amtrak.
Are they trying to build like some fucking bullet trains here in America?
In California, they tried to, but that went nowhere. They spent, I think, billions of dollars, if not millions. Millions or billions. One of those large amounts.
Yeah, probably.
That's why they were all pissed off too.
Yeah, Gavin Newsom really shot the bed on that one.
Yeah.
He's the governor, or the mayor, something.
Who's the
governor? He's the governor.
Who's the
governor?
governor? Who's the governor in New York?
The governor in New York is going to be it's going to be Kathy, that lady Kathy.
Who's that other dude that's opening up the grocery
mayor?
stores?
That's the mayor, Mamdani.
Mandani.
Yeah.
You hear about this?
Sounds like a nice guy.
You hear about this? They're opening up fucking grocery stores in New York.
But for what? Like,
The government ran.
how do we pay? Just regular.
You, the taxpayer, get taxed. So so that way the government can provide grocery stores to the city of New York.
And then
They're supposed to be like 33% cheaper than regular grocery stores or some shit. But you as the taxpayer, you don't have a choice in it. It's just a new tax.
we never have a choice in the taxes anywhere.
So that's
Nowhere.
only
It's
that's only in New York. New
I don't
York
give a
pays that
fuck.
tax.
I
No,
don't
but
care
here-
if it's in New
But
York.
say
only.
here they taxes and then they go for the streets or whatever. Dude, they just
Which
went, look,
which streets?
what do you mean which streets?
Are you talking about the homo streets on Main Street?
This motherfucker.
Nah, like say they were doing my street, right? They did the whole street and then they were supposed to do the sidewalks. Dude, they just skipped my sidewalk. My sidewalk's all fucked up. So I'm like, where did that go? I see people getting new driveways from those people.
That's wild, yeah.
So I don't know if they like probably like talk to them like, hey, just tear up my driveway and then when y'all come, just pour it or
Right.
you know what I mean? Because I see right now they're working like 2 streets down and then they're doing a whole
I'll
sidewalk.
give you $500.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, man.
Right.
Maybe a requisition from this. I have no idea. You know, maybe if your driveway is in disrepair, they would probably be forced to it, or maybe I think some homeowners are even forced to repair their own like sidewalk.
Yeah.
Pretty sure, yeah. It's private property. Maybe not the sidewalk itself.
Some
driveway.
cities are considered the property of the homeowner all the way up to the sidewalk.
Okay.
Yeah, like Windcrest, maybe. You know, I think they have to take care of their own sidewalk. So
That's
if it
crazy.
starts to shift and like buckle up, you know how like it becomes a
Yep.
tripping hazard.
Or dips, yep.
Yep, or dips. The city can hold you responsible because it's like it's most likely caused by a tree on your property. You know, the roots going under the goddamn sidewalk or something.
Dude, that's what pisses me off when they say the alley's yours. Well, half the alley's mine, I guess, but I can't do nothing back there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they send me like say summer's coming, and then I guess they walk back there, and there's like bushes or like like trees growing outside the fence.
It's a place that nobody in the neighborhood ever goes to, and
then-
you're responsible for taking care
And then
of
I get a citation or something saying like, hey, you gotta trim that stuff, or now we're gonna, I guess, give me a ticket or something. So I'm out there all like busting my ass for like trying not to like pay whatever amount ticket.
So
But-
what really is like the back alley traditionally used for, right?
It's just
Well-
that all the electricity shit goes through there. power lines.
Oh wow. Okay.
Well, and there, the back alley's all power lines and stuff.
If it's yours, then you should be able to do as you please with it, right? Extend your fence line out,
Nah,
plant some flowers.
Well, you can't
Right.
do that because there's an easement issue.
Of course, yeah. There's
Yeah,
always
they
something.
have to have access to that
Mhm.
area, so therefore it can't be your
Right.
property.
Yeah, and you know the driveway and shit and the road and the front porch. That's that's not the access. They have to have access to the backyard.
yeah. Well, to the alley, the alley just runs straight through the whole block. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
But I felt kind of fucked up because the last time I cut the alley grass, and I never see the other guys cut their side right. I'm always cutting the whole thing. I even do the neighbors because I'm cool with them. But this time it was long, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do my side, and that's it. You know, and then my neighbors, the ones I'm cool with. So the other side, it was like big ass brush. Like it was crazy.
They just left it there.
Yeah, I just left it there. I was like, man, dude, I never see you like do this shit for me, so I'm not gonna do it for you this
Yeah.
time.
You
And
don't
then-
ever give me money either. You know what I
And,
mean?
and then I'm always just doing it, you know, like it's easy. But then I was just like pissed off that day. I'm like,
It's hot as
nah.
fuck outside.
Yeah, for
time
real.
consuming,
And then so
sweating.
a couple days, like I guess later, I guess they saw that I cut it. They're out there with like a machete cutting the grass.
Damn, because so they don't even have a lawnmower, dude.
Right.
No. Look, this is what I did.
No weed eater.
When I was cutting the grass, right, I looked to their yard. And I was like, oh, it's cut. So they got they have a lawnmower.
Damn.
That's funny. But
That's
they
your
out there with-
investigative
yeah.
work,
I
right?
know. I
You're
just
all
like
like,
went like that. I just peeked over. I was
But they're
like,
out there
Fucking
with a
peeping
fucking
Tom.
machete, just pissed off, swinging that motherfucker back and forth.
yeah.
it was all
Oh,
fucking
hell no.
it was all homeless guy making his fucking bed or something.
Damn. So let's get into some topics. All right. So one topic I want to get into is the WNBA.
Oh shit!
I don't know if you guys heard anything about what's going on with
Fill me in.
I saw a little clip you put, but it was during my break, so it was just only like 5 minutes of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another topic I'd like to touch on is the Candice Owens Andrew Wilson debate.
Yeah.
Any of you guys familiar with that? I know we were talking a little bit about
I
it.
know that it was supposed to happen. I didn't know that it was supposed to happen so fucking soon already. It's already come and gone.
Yeah, it was a live debate at 10 o'clock our time
Yeah.
this morning
That's
on all
crazy.
three of their channels.
That's what
Okay.
popped up on my
All three.
All three of them. Yeah, it was a
Okay.
live. They all hosted,
Okay. So Candace Owens, Andrew Wilson, who
and
moderated?
Patrick Bet David moderated.
Really?
Bro, Patrick
Okay.
Bet David, bro.
Okay.
It was an awesome debate.
I
He-
heard that Tim Pool threw his hat in to moderate as well.
Yeah,
I
so
guess that didn't happen.
so
whatever.
did Joe Rogan.
Joe
but,
Rogan.
yeah.
I'm surprised it wasn't Joe Rogan. You'd think that you'd get.
Well, that's where the whole notion started because Andrew Wilson was on his show.
Yeah.
And he even said, he's like, y'all should talk about a debate. And it,
Okay. So I got a couple questions. Right.
okay.
What's the debate about?
Well, I mean, it kind of seemed like it was about the whole premise of her show now because
Wasn't
her
it
show,
supposed to be about Charlie Kirk's death?
it was, but isn't the premise of her show about Charlie Kirk's death? I mean,
So, I
that's what her whole show is about nowadays. It's about the investigation of Charlie Kirk's death.
I haven't seen anything from Candace Owens since she left the Daily Wire. That's
Wow,
kind of
what?
Yeah, well, that's kind of when I just kind of, it wasn't because of that, right? But I mean, that's kind of the time frame where I just kind of like.
So you're in love with Ben Shapiro, is what
Oh
is what
my
you just told
goodness,
me.
That's not when it's
You
not-
love Shapiro so much.
I love Ben Shapiro.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Some guys
Okay.
are into that stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay, so anyways, her whole show is pretty much about Charlie Kirk's death now.
It's primarily about that and how
Okay.
the president's
That's just
wife
what she's focused on so much lately.
and how the president's the French president Macron, his
Mhm.
wife, that's a dude.
And they're
Yeah.
saying that that's real or what? Or is just that's she's saying?
She makes a case for it,
Okay.
you know, and
Wasn't Barack Obama's Michelle Obama?
uh,
There was rumors.
I mean, I don't know about, you know, I know there's rumors, but
There was rumors.
yeah, Michael Obama, I don't know about that,
Mhm.
but I'm talking about Candace Owens. Stay on topic,
All right, I'm sorry.
okay?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. So,
the French president.
oh no, back to Kirk. So the whole show, her whole show is about this investigation. She's pretty much,
As of lately, right? Okay.
yeah, since
tracking.
Kirk has died, she has been kind of sussing it all out.
Okay, and what's she standing on?
She's standing on there's some weird shit going on. Okay, the weird shit is that 3.6, wouldn't do that. Would pretty much blow his head off, which
Okay.
is valid.
Okay.
She thinks that there's some fuckery going on with the dude being an escape patsy, and
Okay.
I haven't been tuning into her show, but when I did, it was mostly centered around Erica Kirk, Turning Point, and the Jews. Not the Jews, but the state of Israel having maybe something to do with his death.
This is what she thinks.
Yeah, that's the whole
From
premise of her
everything,
show,
okay.
pretty much. The whole premise of her show is like, what's really going on here? Did Turning Point, because Turning Point's people acted real weird. Erica Kirk acted real weird. There was some weirdness with the Israel president and stuff like that. And the whole reason why they think that he got murdered was because he was already starting to back off of the Israel support train.
Okay.
Yeah,
And-
I remember when all that shit was happening. She was saying that they were getting, I guess, a lot of like donations and shit from Israel. So and then from the donations, they wanted them to like, I guess, like talk. I don't know talk about like certain things, and that's what she said that afterwards that they kept on pushing back on it. Then he fucking died.
Yeah, exactly. No, good point. It was a lot to do with the supporters, the donators, the Israel agenda, the
Okay.
pro-Israel agenda.
Okay.
And he was starting to back away from that because the pro-Israel agenda was demanding that he not platform Candace Owens or
She was already
Tucker
kicked off the
Tucker Carlson.
Okay. She was already kicked off the Daily Wire at that point,
I think so, yeah.
or left the Daily. I don't remember.
I
what
don't
it was.
know, but yes,
Tucker
there was
Carlson hasn't been with Fox for a while now. Too.
Tucker Carlson. That's what we call him on this show.
So sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's her show. Her show is kind of it's almost like this cold case files kind of show, and it's
Okay.
very interesting. It's fun to listen to. I was on that train for a long time, and then I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna back away. I mean, she's not going anywhere. It just gets more and more absurd. And now the French president, his wife is a fucking dude. It's like, all right, hold on,
Yeah.
there's only so much
So,
I can go down.
Andrew Wilson then.
Andrew Wilson, one of the most prominent debaters of our time, I think, in my opinion. Somebody who's always shutting down dumbass ideas online. Somebody who I mean,
he does it very directly too.
oh, it's direct, it's
He's
crass,
he's very direct.
yeah, he gives no shits. And
No.
to me, I would love to be so intelligent, so intellectually prompt and able and capable as he, so that I can just diminish stupid ass ideas, at a whim, the way
Yeah.
he seems to do.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's adept. He's very adept.
He's witty.
Yeah, and I hold a lot of respect for this guy. He got fucked by
Okay.
Candace Owens.
What's his standpoint?
It was weird. It was kind of weird. He was like, I don't. He was in support of all the evidence. He was like, all this evidence is enough to compel me to think that this guy did it. I'm satisfied. Basically, like, I don't need any fucking. All my
Sure,
questions have been
yeah.
answered. And first of all, kind of a weird. Okay, I get it.
Right.
Some people are going to be like, all right, I'm not going to question all the evidence. This lies here, and I'm okay with that, which is fine. But all this kind of happened after his wife took a position at Turning Point, and he, went and had I guess he gave a debate class or a course over at Turning Point.
Okay.
And he actually, I guess, spoke with Erica Kirk in the hallway for a little bit,
Yeah. Was his stance different prior to that?
No, but it seems like this all kind of unfolded after he hold on, we'll take a break. Howdy. I'm Bobby from the We Regret This Already podcast, but I'm not here to talk about podcasting or plumbing. Here to talk about performance. Now, between work, family, and podcasting, I get a little burned out, a little dull around the edges. When that happens, I reach for W. W is a jitterless energy blend with no maltodextrin, no fillers, and no artificial colors or dyes. Get back in the game. Level up. Do better. Be better with W. It's made in America. And you can get 10% off of W if you use code WeRegretThis at checkout. The link is going to be in the script square. And the time to give gifts is right now. So give the gift of W. Be a buddy to your taste buddies. Drink W. Oh, wow, that's really good. And that was another beautiful W ad. Welcome back. All right, where were we?
All right, so I guess to summarize a little bit, right? Candace Owens is holding the standpoint that something bigger happened to the Charlie Kirk death. She's not 100% sure exactly what it is, but something is there. Andrew Wilson is just the evidence that's in front of me is suffice in the court of law. That's what happened. There is nothing bigger. And they go on to a debate.
But it's because she has all the background shit, right? She knows everything that was going through, like happening in the back end.
She knows, well, she was one of Charlie Kirk's really close friends.
Okay,
Known him for years, you know, so.
She joined Turning Point, didn't she? Or no?
I think she was, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know a lot about their friendship. It all kind of, they all entered my scene. They all entered my attention whenever, just before Charlie Kirk died. You know what I mean? That's when he really entered the political arena and started making a lot of leeway as far as gaining the Republican, the young men into the Republican side.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, he had been doing this for years prior, right? And like he was definitely at the peak of it in running Turning Point when he died. And I mean, he did pretty fucking good, man. He always debated people so well. And like agree, disagree, it doesn't really matter, but I mean, he was so good at just simply communicating, breaking things down, you know, even if you don't necessarily adhere to the same quote unquote agenda, he could debate you. Anybody.
Yeah, and he did it. I mean, it wasn't like in the most respectful way. I mean,
Not always, yeah.
But I guess it all depended on how you came at him. You know, if you were some dumbass fucking college student that, you know, had learned too much from your liberal arts teacher.
He was always very direct. Maybe not quite as direct as Andrew Wilson, but he was always he was direct a little bit more respectfully.
Well, Andrew Wilson was doing something. Andrew Wilson, I mean, they can't be compared. You got to compare him to like Crowder. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
That guy who says, change my mind, you know, which was the first, well, he was before all this stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And Crowder was very nice. You know, he was never really adversarial the way Kirk was. Kirk took a hard stance on things, you know. But yeah, so Andrew Wilson gets his ass kicked by Candace Owens. That's basically the sum up the 4-hour fucking video that I saw.
Yeah, I don't think Candace Owens did join Turning Point. I thought maybe she had, or at least there was a talk about it. I'm sure there probably was a talk about it at some point when she was no longer with the Daily Wire, but I think she ended up just deciding to do her own
I don't
thing.
think she ever needed to join Turning Point because after she left Daily Wire, her show kicked off.
Yeah, she was already big. She had been doing big things for Daily Wire. I mean, anybody that gets into Daily Wire is fucking doing something.
We get it. You love Ben Shapiro.
Who's that one chick? Some young girl, Brett something. She was doing like shorts or something for Daily Wire for like a hot minute.
Yeah.
Brett Cooper.
Cooper.
And now, like, bro, she blew up immediately. Like within the first month that she was on there, she had like fucking hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
I followed her immediately. As soon as I saw her, I was like, yeah, I'll follow that.
Yeah. She is still pretty good. I haven't heard anything recently, but all right, Candace Owens anyways, right?
Yeah, Candace Owens.
She smashed Andrew Wilson.
Yeah, it was pretty rowdy, dude.
So what was everybody trying to get out of that debate? Like just that.
Well, I think, in my opinion, it seemed like Turning Point. This is just my opinion. It seemed like Turning Point, like, wanted Candace Owens to be silenced and smashed in a debate, and they were like, "Let's get the fucking heaviest hitting debater that we can get." And it just blew up in their fucking face. Like, if anything, I'm gonna tune back into Candace Owens now. Like, it made me more of a fan because I mean I had followed her and all this stuff, and then after a while I was like, I'm just, it's
Yeah.
too much, you know. I can't keep living in that conspiratorial mindset where I think everything and everyone is false and the government's out to get me and or lying to me,
Right.
because we can't keep a productive society going if you know, if we keep
Yeah.
that mauling in the back of our head, like, yeah, I'm a mindless goddamn sheep, you
You're a
know.
cog in the machine.
Bah,
We are all kind of cogs in the machine.
bah.
Yeah, there's a lot of them out there.
But yeah, so I tuned out of Candace Owens,
Yep.
especially when she started talking about the whole French fucking first lady having a dick.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, let's watch something else, something more meaningful. But it is fun.
Yeah.
But now I'm gonna have to tune back in because goddamn, that ass whooping was so good.
Okay.
And PBD, man, I think PBD became a fan just because like he was moderating it, you
Yeah.
know, and he was like, well, whatever, you know, you got to watch it. It's 4 hours, but it's worth it.
4 hours.
A
Holy.
4 hour conversation. And after a while, it just seemed like Andrew was trying to catch her in some kind of gotcha clip bullshit.
Right.
You know, like, well, you've said this once, and then, you know, back up these claims. And she's like, yeah, well, I'm saying this and this and this, and like just rapping off all these
Yeah.
fucking,
She
this
came
is why I
prepared.
came to this conclusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
So
came
she
fucking
had-
prepared.
She had her fucking, you know what I mean? Her shit already tight.
Well, he was basically asking her about things that she said on her show. And it's like, well, no shit, I'm going to know everything I've said on my show.
Yeah,
It's my
okay.
fucking show.
Yeah,
You know what I
fair enough,
mean?
Right.
Yeah, it's like, what were you trying to do here, Andrew? Like, gotcha clips on like, it's the internet where we know that she has an hour-long show.
Right.
And it's gonna say it's gonna be more than that 15-second clip. So you can't really take things out of context anymore. I mean, you can, but
It's crazy to me that Turning Point would want to shut her down, I guess, so hard if her and Charlie Kirk were in fact, good friends.
oh well, like I said, Candace's whole show is implicating some sort
Turning
of
Point, yeah.
not a conspiracy. I guess a
Collusion?
conspiracy, some collusion, some sort
Okay.
of something with Turning Point, Erica Kirk, and Israel.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, if you don't know what's going on there, then it kind of
Yeah.
doesn't make sense to
Yeah.
why they're debating. But
The anti-Israel movement.
basically, Candace Owens has been a thorn in this whole. Well, she's been going pretty much far left, and
Really? Okay.
well, not left, but
Okay,
far
yeah,
off,
yeah.
far off the fucking field here. She's been
Right.
going far off the farm, and just pretty much making all these speculations, and they're wild, and they're maybe they're baseless, maybe they're not.
Yeah, maybe she does an Alex Jones on us, and all the crazy shit turns true.
Yeah,
Like
that's
turning the frogs gay.
like turning the frogs. Yeah, that's another thing, man. You especially after this debate, like Andrew Wilson didn't make me think that she didn't have her facts.
Yeah.
Andrew Wilson did not weaken her statements or weaken her claim. In fact, if anything, having her sum it all up like that,
Right.
it strengthened it. It made me more interested.
Okay.
And it seemed like there was a weird objective because they had to pay her like $300,000 for this.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh, because
They-
she didn't want it. They wanted it more or what?
I heard that she had gotten offered 300,000 and then she asked for 500,000 and then she backed off and said, "I'll take the 300K." I heard that somebody was talking about moderating it. I don't remember, and they were saying we should donate all of it to, maybe that was Matt Walsh. We should just donate all of the proceedings or whatever's made off of it to the kids, to the Kirk kids, because they lost her dad. I think that would probably have been the better thing to do, right? But I mean, I guess somebody's got to get paid.
Well, I mean, the Kirk kids are fine. I mean, Kirk's
Yeah.
a fucking millionaire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
$300,000 is, I mean, I guess,
That's a
but
college fund.
yeah, I mean, they're fine.
Yeah.
They're fine. I'd imagine they're just fine.
Yeah, they probably are, yeah. You're
Yeah.
probably right.
Imagine how much donations they got afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Turning Point USA, I'm sure ballooned after his death, you know.
Unfortunately, but yes.
Yeah. So Andrew Wilson, it seemed to me like he was kind of puppeting or trying to basically come to the defense at Turning Point USA. Like Candace Owens is this titan to be dealt with, you know, and he was gonna be this dragon slayer.
Right. That's fair, actually, because she has kind of been a dragon ever since she came onto the scene. She's been, bro, the ferocity that follows her and to every conversation. She's got an energy about her.
Yeah.
He tried to slay the dragon.
And he got chewed to bits, bro.
Yeah. Burnt alive.
Yeah, burnt alive in front of. Well, so last one I saw just from PBD's page, it was 1 million.
Wow.
1 million views. That's just PBD.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was.
But you see though that I think that like the bigger picture here is that not only Turning Point, Candace Owens, PBD, everybody is realizing that there is definitely a way to market and advertise a public debate that's going to get millions of views.
Ooh, that's a very interesting notion. So
Yeah, what if instead of us tuning in to fucking Friday Night Boxing and paying pay-per-view, it just turns into fucking
pay-per-view?
debates.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude? What century are you living in right now?
Look, all right. I'm sorry. That's the pay-per-view. That's
I haven't heard those words.
They haven't had pay-per-view in
Yeah.
a long time. Paramount. Hey, you gotta turn into Paramount.
You're older than I am, motherfucker.
Bro.
Right? Come on.
Okay.
All right. So,
well,
anyways, they're tuning into fucking pay-per-view, but now it's just a subscription onto somebody's fucking channel. You want to watch this debate, and you probably don't even need any kind of subscription or paid wall for it. Like the advertisement is gonna it's gonna do more than enough.
the
in a
views,
4 hour.
bro. The views.
Yeah.
A million views in 7 hours.
Bro, and it's a 4-hour conversation, and you know that they're.
That's a million times 4. That's 4 million watch hours.
Yes. That's
Get outta here, bro.
That's crazy.
Get out of here, dude.
Yeah.
There's you don't need
that
to
300,000.
have them sub. You
Yeah.
know YouTube's gonna pay you because of the goddamn
Yeah.
ads.
That 300,000 probably is paid for itself in the first fucking 10 minutes.
Oh yeah,
with
without a doubt.
million views.
Without a doubt. I mean that's just PBD. That was just the moderator. You know what I mean? Candace Owens has 3 times the audience.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Turning Point, I'm assuming, or was it on Andrew Wilson's?
Andrew Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm sure a lot of people.
Yeah, he's still got a fucking following, man.
Yeah, it's probably about half of PBD's, maybe.
Right. Okay.
Maybe. I don't think it's that much, honestly.
No. Yeah.
PBD has a shit ton.
I've definitely seen
I could do
Andrew
some
Wilson.
research, cursory research, but I'm not gonna because that's not what
Yeah.
this show's about.
No.
It's about making wild assumptions.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen Andrew Wilson on like a lot of other people's podcasts. I don't think I've ever tuned in to like Andrew Wilson's actual,
I know it's called something, but I
Yeah.
don't know the name of what it's
Maybe.
called.
Andrew Wilson.
No, it's like Chaos something. I don't know.
Okay.
But he's also on the Whatever podcast a lot.
Yeah, he does that one a lot.
Yeah.
Which is actually where I've known him from because
It's
I've
the
seen
only
a,
one
a
that I know him from, yeah.
ton. I saw that he was on Joe Rogan, obviously, not too long ago, but he's done a bunch of people's podcasts in the past.
Yep.
He kind of pops in and pops out, but that Whatever podcast is the one that he's always fucking on that one.
Yeah, I guess.
And I mean, that's why we recognize him as being so good at debating is because, look at who he's debating against.
I would say he's a master baiter. No, see, but yes, that was actually my next point. Was
Mhm.
that maybe we thought he was such a great debater because the
Yeah.
people he was debating against is just a bunch of dumb broads that
Yeah.
that have no debating skill.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, because even his wife does pretty good when she goes on the Whatever podcasts and debates these women.
I haven't seen her.
I've seen some.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's that. Candace Owens, fucking Andrew Wilson. It's a must watch. You gotta check it
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
It's fucking rowdy. I can't believe I witnessed it. It was savage. Savage in
yeah.
nature. And
See, I kind of want to see how many views it's got right now because it hasn't even
And that-
been
it's
like
crazy.
you have to
hours.
go to a
Spotify.
no, go to an some sort of AI and ask it what its combined views
Okay, we can do
are.
that.
That'd be quicker than trying to find an individual.
Chat GPT. Here we go.
What were you gonna say, Jose?
I have no idea. No, shit, I have no idea. I was about to just splurge something out. What do you call it? Anyways, well, the YouTube, they probably after now, then they probably gonna go subscribe to him. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then whatever podcast he has or his page is gonna blow up, maybe or not. He's just gonna go down the drain. You know what I mean? Because imagine like they put him up, right? It's like a boxing match. They put him up against the number one right now.
Pay-per-view.
But hey, no, yeah, the pay per view. The way he's saying about pay per view is like the way the rappers have their.
Fucking understands. Yes.
The way the rappers have their little I forgot what it's called, but they'll be like who did they have? They had like two different. They had like the game versus like somebody else, right? And then they just made it a big. It's on YouTube. It's
Like
free.
a rap battle?
Not a rap battle, but it's just like their catalog kind of.
Yeah.
Their catalog against their catalog, and then see which one's better. And then like sometimes someone gets like blown out, even though like they ain't got that much hits. You know what I mean?
You remember fucking Celebrity Deathmatch?
Yeah.
That was the fucking shit, man.
Hell yeah, Clado everywhere. Dude, I would tune into that if they still did that. You know what I mean?
It was
Fuck
really good,
yes,
dude.
yes.
Yes.
Dude,
Yes.
especially right now, maybe they'll get sued, I guess. Or, you know, there's like everybody fighting against everybody.
Everybody would
oh,
be
here
fucking
comes this
offended.
person. I remember shit.
They could invite the actual actor to come voice themselves, though. You know what I mean? That would be awesome.
Yeah, but sometimes they'll have some like crazy shit. No, they'll be like something that they did in the past, and then they'll like put it into like they did in the ring.
Yeah, but today, people are more open about expressing their flaws or kind of publicly addressing them. You know, I mean, think about all the stuff. I don't know who is that dude from Tiger Blood in My Veins. What's that guy's name again? Charlie.
Oh, Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know, if you wrote a joke in there with Charlie Sheen doing a lot of cocaine, he'd be like, "Yeah, that's
Yeah, but that's cocaine, not about like when he
Right.
like fucked a boy or some shit.
damn, he fucked a boy."
That's what I heard.
Wait, that
Oh yeah, no, he did a. Yeah, that's right. I saw. Did you not see the goddamn documentary, Charlie
No, I
Sheen?
didn't
It
even
was
see
so
No
good.
way.
Yeah, it was. He
Did
talked
he talk about that?
Yes,
He did?
yes.
What do you say or what? It's just crazy. It's crazy out here.
I got tiger blood. He talked about it. It was a deeply emotional moment on screen. He basically revealed his vulnerabilities and what drugs can do to you and what they can make you do. You know, and so he basically left it at that. You know, he was super fucking high and he fucked a few dudes. You know, and I believe that's where he got HIV or something.
Yeah.
You know.
I guess like now it's like whatever people do is like I guess that shit happens, so whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's weird because everything goes quick. Like something happens, then it's gone, and then like nobody cares. Or like some people will be like, "Hey, you did this," but then other people be like, "Oh, that was a long time ago." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
'Cause-
people are more like willing to accept the human flaws in others and in themselves nowadays, you know. And they'll even make light of it. They'll Charlie Sheen will joke about that stuff sometimes, you know what I mean? I mean, who knows, you know, but I mean it would be a fun thought experiment, and maybe some actors and famous people would agree to do it, you know. I think so.
All right, so numbers we got as of August 14th, 2026. It's been what? Not even 12 hours. You got 3.1 million YouTube views. That's across all three. Candace Owen 1.8 million. PBD got 1 million, and The Crucible, Andrew Wilson's got 313,000.
313,000. Yeah, so The Crucible,
Yep.
Andrew Wilson is The Crucible. But yeah, so that's
Bro, she smashed even in the numbers, which is crazy too, right?
yeah,
What's
even the
the-
live views,
Yeah.
she smashed the whole time.
Bro,
And-
she did 6x. She did 6x of what he did.
Yeah, PBD was barely behind her,
Yeah.
you know, and
About
that's
half,
yeah, about half. But
That's just their fan base, right? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like they
Yeah,
got shit
yeah, yeah.
up.
Man,
Bro, she smashed 1.8 million views. Bro, it hasn't even been 12 hours. That's what I'm saying, man. Like pay-per-view for fucking debates, whether it's Republican, Democrat, Republican, Republican, Democrat, Democrat. There's a lot of things that I would tune in and listen to. And like this is just scratching the surface of it. Like let me get fucking, a governor or something out here to fucking talk about UFOs. Like let me get somebody out here fucking talking about research and all kinds of shit. The moon battles.
you know who I would like? I would like Ma'am Donnie to sit down
Yes.
with like a Rogan.
Gavin Newsom.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter, but I would.
Fuck those guys. Okay, so Gavin Newsom is he's a puppet. He's a clown
Yeah.
puppet. Nothing
But
like.
Joe Rogan always does them recorded. He doesn't do them live. But imagine if Joe Rogan went live on a debate one time on something that he really like.
He would have
fucking
moderated
knows.
this episode.
That would, yeah. If he had moderated this, I think Rogan probably would have had 6x what Candace Owens
Oh
had.
hell yeah,
Bro,
that dude.
he would have soared into space.
Oh yeah, I mean the whole world would have seen it. You
Yeah.
know, even though it happened during the day,
Mm-hmm.
during a work day. You know, 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
our time. It was 11 Eastern.
Friday morning.
Friday morning. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
busy morning. I had a busy
Mhm.
morning. I'll tell you what, I was trying to tune into this and to keep working the whole time. I was
I would imagine.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess
Shit,
we'll
man.
we'll
WNBA.
Hey, were you rooting for the guy?
I was
Dang.
rooting for the guy.
Yeah,
But is it because
face
he-
value? I
Is
felt
it
the
because he's
same,
a
I guess.
guy, or is it because you want the female to go down?
I'm not a misogynist,
You
dude.
sure?
I think it's just the fact that like Candace Owens is bro, I don't know anything about it. You know what I mean?
No, let me
So
answer the
to be
question.
fair, like
The reason why I wanted Andrew to win was because I wanted him to be able to dismiss what she was saying.
Mm.
I wanted him to come with credible facts and evidence to say, hey, this is why you're wrong. Because I don't want her to be right. But that doesn't change whether or not she could be right. I mean, she might be
Yeah.
right, but I don't want her to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it would be horrible if Turning Point and Erica Kirk and all these people are complicit or
yes,
somehow,
yes.
you know, conspiring to take power from Kirk. It just seems
Yeah.
like a wickedness that I do not want to exist. So that's why I wanted Andrew Wilson to win, because his moral ethical standpoint is that no, fuck that. You know, we're gonna take it at face value.
Yeah,
And
because that's Charlie Kirk's wife, and you're saying she's complicit in it.
yeah, that was pretty much his attitude. He's like, dude, come on. And she
Yeah.
was like, here's all this fucking stuff. And he wasn't able to shut it down. And I was that's why I wanted him to win. I wanted him to win for the sake of hope, morality,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
But from everything you've seen, like throughout the years, you never noticed like there's people gonna be compromised and stuff.
Like, what do you mean by that? Candice is compromised or Andrew is compromised?
That Andrew, I guess like people on Charlie Kirk's team or some shit.
Well, no, I mean, I understand absolute power corrupts absolutely. That goes without saying. But
You don't
To
think
say-
the wife would do it? You know what I mean? Like you don't think the
conspire to murder their, you know,
No, like probably not like to murder and stuff, but like I guess everything else that happened afterwards, like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
well, I don't know if okay, so Candace's whole claim is that there's more that's not being said here. There's evidence that
yeah.
not being brought to the light, and that these people are a part of it. Now,
In which direction? How is, I guess, the question?
'cause-
If
Maybe they weren't part of the murder, but they're part of like the not keeping it keeping it from like the public. You know what I mean? Or keeping information
yeah.
like from getting out.
then that means they were trying to let the actual murderer, go free. You know, if they're not allowing all the
Right,
evidence to come
'cause-
forward, then they're hiding something.
Candace Owens is saying that somebody else murdered him.
Yes, she
Okay.
thinks that
And, like a different reason too, right? Like other reasons.
Yeah.
well, the whole Israel thing because of his new stance, because he was gonna start taking an opposite stance on the Israel support train.
Right.
You know, we can just say it like that. He was just going to change his views or basically stop taking Israeli money.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently that's what got him killed, you know? But I mean,
According to her
according
research.
to
Okay.
Candace, allegedly.
Cause that whenever I was seeing it back then, cause I haven't seen nothing like recently. Back then, all that stuff she was saying, it all like made sense. You know what I mean? All that stuff, like she was trying to say, like, after like what I said earlier about the donations and everything, the donors,
Mm-hmm.
and then once he started like saying like, hey, we can't like do whatever y'all want me to do, then you know what I mean? They took him down or
Yeah,
all
it
that.
does make sense, and it is all very suspicious. And because Andrew Wilson wasn't able to dismiss it all, it means that there, you know, there might even
It
be
strengthened her argument.
it strengthened her argument exactly, and that's not. I wasn't hoping for that. I was hoping for
the opposite.
the opposite. I wanted closure. You know, to me, this death of Kirk was a huge turning point,
Mm-hmm.
no pun intended, in the Republican Party and in politics altogether. Because
Yeah.
this dude he was projected to be a president at some point in his
Right.
future.
And it's
Yeah.
crazy because I said something. I guess the last episode we did about like public assassination, political assassination, right? And like we haven't gotten past that point. If anything, I worry that it's going to start to be more prominent. But I mean, there was an assassination attempt on Trump, twice? Charlie Kirk. You had that CEO, I think, of like a major pharmaceutical company or something.
It was an insurance company.
Okay, yeah.
That was the Luigi Mangione case.
Right.
He said that he was guilty. I saw something that popped up.
Oh yeah, I know. He just now went to court or some shit, and
Mhm.
I guess I wasn't following it. That's not a
Yeah.
case I'm interested in.
I remember it happening like a while ago, like a year ago or something.
It was maybe two.
Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah. But
just
what was
straight
crazy
to
about that
broad-
case is that a lot of people started showing strange support for
Yeah.
him.
Dude, when I was seeing that on YouTube, it popped up, and then that's how I just know that he like pled guilty, I guess. And then, but there's people saying like, free Luigi, kind of like fucked up pharmaceuticals or whatever it was, the insurance
Yeah.
people or whatever it was.
It
and
might have
then-
been a pharmaceutical.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know what I think it's insurance though, because it's the insurance didn't want to like pay for his
Yeah.
something.
Mhm.
But there's people with signs, but they have masks on. You know,
Medical
what I mean?
insurance. Yeah.
They had COVID masks on, so like.
Mhm.
For sure, like either why if you're really down with that, then why are you gonna cover up your face? You know?
Well, they don't want to
Yeah.
get COVID, Jose.
Yeah. They don't
COVID's-
want to get COVID.
They
Wait.
say no way, Jose.
Nah,
No way.
COVID's already
It's not that.
passed. Well,
Right.
it's around, but it's not as hitting. Everybody's getting like, you know what I mean? They're
So
getting
my old
immune to
lady
it.
just told me about this story at this lady at a clinic, right? So she's in the medical field.
Mm-hmm.
Her sister as well, and her sister received a patient or something, a teacher who went into the clinic, and first week of school she contracted COVID, the flu, and strep.
Damn.
dude, I'm telling you, look, this whole summer, my kids were never sick. Last year, sick every like other month, every 2 months. It's crazy. Like those little kids, you know what I mean? Like they're
Yeah.
just getting like sick like crazy.
Yeah.
Cause I was like kind of like
They're little
like,
carriers, man. They just
for
carry
real.
that shit around, and their immune system's so strong. They just take it, bring it home, and you get fucking sick.
Cause I was surprised. I was like, dude, y'all were sick like a lot during last year's school, you know. And in the summer, they're just healthy, like you know what I mean? They're
Perfectly
just,
fine.
It's because of the sun. They're actually outside getting some sun. That vitamin, is good
Vitamin
for
C.
you. Vitamin C,
But
vitamin D.
they get sent it to the school. You know what I mean?
Not as much as
Nah,
you do
nah,
during the
yeah.
summer.
For real?
During the summer, you're outside. You're going to the river. You're,
Mhm.
I mean, you're playing outside more. And at school, I mean, you're in class all day.
Yeah.
Like, when do you go outside? During recess? Do they still have recess?
Yeah.
But
It's not
that's for an
the-
hour.
Yeah, it's not even the same anymore.
Yeah.
Now, like we used to have like 2 recesses and lunch, and now I think it's just lunch.
I just remember PE. Yeah, that's it.
Mm.
Back then.
I never went to school. Nah.
Nah. I would
Damn,
always
man.
wave at you. Nah, where you're passing by school. Hey,
Yeah, right. Skipping, right?
Briscoe.
You play any
already been by
sports?
there.
You guys play any sports in school?
Nah, I didn't. You did, no?
Yeah, I was in a little bit of sports.
Okay. Soccer?
No, why? Because I'm brown or what?
I would have thought you would join like
Bro, you're thin as fuck. You know, you got the
What is-
legs for it.
I was in cross country, track, football, basketball.
rugby.
Okay.
I did a little basketball in high school.
How good were you at basketball?
I made some cool layups
What you
Oh,
trying to say?
okay.
Because
All
he's. What you trying to say?
because I'm short.
Weren't you in golf?
So the W.N.B.A. What the fuck is happening here? We got some transgender shit going on, and they want to start accepting trans men, trans women.
From
All
what-
the trannies.
What is
brother.
what is the exact terminology here, so that way I don't
Transformers.
Yeah, that's the exact. Yeah, that's on this show. That's what we call them. We call them the Transformers.
So they're
Um,
accepting transformers into the fucking W.N.B.A. now.
Well, they definitely take a preventative stance on accepting them. They're talking. So bunch of players, owners, and officials, coaches, stuff like that. They came out talking about how the WNBA is going to be, a welcoming place, and they don't want to exclude anybody.
Okay.
So two former NBA players, said that they were going to be signing up for the draft,
Okay.
for 2027 draft as eligible picks.
Who do you think goes first pick?
They're not going to get picked.
Hey, you don't
Okay.
think it's just like clickbait? You know what I mean?
No, they're definitely
'Cause
making. They're trying to stay.
It's that pay per view.
It's because I heard on some other podcast. Then they were talking that the WNBA, but they said that one of the players, the girl, I guess whoever was playing in WNBA, they said that they would like to play against a guy, and then so I didn't hear about like the other stuff where like the
Okay.
officials and stuff. So and then that's when one of the NBA players said, "Oh, you want to play against someone? Then I'm gonna go and join." But I don't know. They're just like fucking around and shit.
No, a bunch of players, coaches, and officials have been questioned by reporters about their stance on this view, whether or not they would, be accepting of the, that it's
But
kind of weird.
It's kind of stupid. You know what I mean? It's like dumb, but maybe they're not giving like the direct answer because they're afraid like the get back. I guess you know what I mean, like the lashback or whatever it is. And then, cause for real, like how is a guy gonna go tower over a female in a basketball game, dunk all over them? Get their balls all in their face and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even if they
Yeah.
tuck, what do they?
How many
What's
how
the
many
matter?
how many WNBA players right now can dunk?
All of them, no.
I don't think any of them. No.
Nah, get
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah, for real.
WNBA players, the women. I don't think that there's very many that can dunk.
I don't think any of them can dunk. I
Okay.
don't think they dunk. They can't. I've never seen
Yeah.
a dunk on. Granted, I don't watch a lot of this,
Right.
but they don't dunk. That's not something they do.
Right.
I would think that would be like the number one thing you would need to do to be a center. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they all have like a tall girl on the team, but
Mhm.
not dunk ability. You know what I
Right.
mean? Yeah, they can't dunk. They don't dunk.
I can't believe that. I cannot believe that.
They got some pretty layups though.
Let's get a Google search on that.
Let's do it.
How
How many WNBA players can dunk?
Can they? Can WNBA players dunk?
Damn,
Now,
that-
Find out.
I'll be fucking surprised if they say like, well, only like 5% or
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if they say 0.
I'm thinking maybe they're just trying to hype up the WNBA right now with this.
Well, Caitlin Clark is the only reason why people started talking about the WNBA. Once she joined, then everybody started paying attention. And then all the girls that were already in the WNBA got really fucking jealous that all of a sudden there's this really good player, so they're just not gonna they're gonna shun her and foul her all the time. And then now that's what we're talking about. We're talking about how people hate Caitlin Clark. And then so now we're moving the discussion on to transgenders in the WNBA. We're actually not talking about the WNBA at all. We're talking about the WNBA and their stupid ass politics and the stupid ass things they do. but not about their game, their skill, or
Right.
whatever the hell is going on in the league.
All right, so to bring it back to game and skill, in WNBA history, exactly 9 players have successfully dunked during a game, while more,
Oh my god.
while more.
During the whole fucking history of it. How
Yes.
long is it?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
I'm getting there. While more players can likely dunk in practice or warm-ups, very few attempt or execute them live due to risk management, energy conservation, and physical thresholds. So at least they do admit the physical thresholds there, because I mean,
And
men unfortunately are just more muscle mass. You're going to get
Yeah,
more
but
height.
the first thing they said is
Yes.
risk management. It's too dangerous. They're
Risk
scared to
management.
jump that high.
Risk management. Brittany Griner holds the all-time record by a massive margin with over 27 career dunks. The first woman to dunk in WNBA history was in 2002 by Lisa Leslie. So at least it's been since 2002. It's been over 20 years, 24 years as of right now. And the WNBA has done 27 dunks. You put any team in the WNBA against any casual college player that is of dunking level right now, they will get 27 dunks against that WNBA team
Bro,
in a single game.
High
hands down.
schoolers can beat the WNBA.
Nowadays, the high school boys, bro, the high schoolers are fucking dunking nowadays.
Yeah,
Yes.
high schoolers could beat the WNBA. A solid varsity high school team.
One player
what?
off of the team. Don't-
JV. JV.
JV.
All right. Give him the JV
All right,
team.
I don't know.
Dude,
about
that's
JV.
crazy. Imagine they do like what's it called? One of those the games, the ones that don't matter, like a
scrimmage.
Yeah,
Expedition, yeah.
they do like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
scrimmage, and they'll be like, "Hey, bring some of the WNBA players," and then they send in a high school team.
So you laugh, but they've actually done that.
They have
Oh,
done
for
that.
real?
They
They've
have.
done that.
The women's
College
team got annihilated.
the college team went against, I think, middle schoolers.
I don't think
high
it was-
schoolers?
I think it
College
was.
what,
I think it
women
was.
team?
Yeah, college women's versus
High schoolers.
high
Freshmen,
school
I
boys.
think, or something. It was like ridiculous matchup, and the
They-
high schoolers fucked them up.
Yeah, like annihilated.
Dude.
Annihilated them.
And why do they want a WNBA?
Right. Because like that's the thing, man. Is like obviously letting transformers into anything. And I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like if I'm doing any kind of sport, like I don't really want women to compete in my sport either, because now I feel like, you know, potentially if I were to play fucking football, you know what I mean? Like, do I have to walk on eggshells so I don't hurt her because I'm gonna feel guilty about it? Or do I just fucking lay her out on the ground and then everybody, oh, you hit a woman? But I mean, did I? She decided that she wanted to join the league and go against me. Then am I really the bad guy?
I
You know
think-
what I
Yeah,
mean?
but the
So-
problem is we're not talking about that. The problem is that, okay, so the Olympics,
Mhm.
2 trannies ended up fighting each
Yes. But why? My point is why? Why are we
They should-
doing this? Why are we allowing this? Why do we continue to see the evidence that like it should not be happening, and we keep going?
That's because everybody wants to just be accepting. You know what I mean? They don't want to look bad and say
Mhm.
like what they really think.
Yeah.
They should just make their whole like another league, tranny league, transformer league. You know what I mean?
That's not a bad idea.
That's
That,
not a-
no,
that's
that
not
is
a
a good.
bad-
That's
yeah.
a good idea.
Yeah, that's not
Just
a
make
terrible
one.
idea.
I'm first in.
Damn.
But I can't
Yeah.
dunk. Fuck.
It's all right. The WNBA can't either.
Yeah. Brittany Griner would fuck
I
you
feel-
up. She's got 27.
Oh yeah.
She's
yeah.
still hooping. She's still
Yeah.
hooping. She's active.
I'll post up.
Uh,
Just hands up. Hands up.
That chick is tall.
For real?
Yeah, she's super tall. She's the center.
You know, there was that swimmer that male swimmer that joined on to like against females or something, and you know, like all of the I think it was in college or something, and there was only like 1 or 2 of the females that decided it was like, yeah, this isn't cool. Like the second place girl or something, she got kind of pissed off, or maybe it was third place that got pissed off because of the fact that, like, you know, she could have been first or second, and she wasn't, because instead, you know, the male just came out and fucking destroyed everybody.
Yeah, I believe it was Riley Gaines was the woman.
Thank you. Yes.
She was the
Yeah.
one who was speaking out about that. Got a lot of backlash for it.
Which is the crazy thing. Like, people can't even speak
Or-
their own opinion, and like, it's not opinion, it's fucking fact.
Yeah, that's just crazy. Or maybe they just make a mixed one, you know what I mean, and be like, "Hey, you want to go against them or not?" Or, but if they just keep the seeing the males winning, then it's like pointless.
Yeah.
Unless
Well-
a badass girl just fucking just starts swimming all crazy.
Well, with the mixed one, what's gonna happen with that is
But it's a whole separate, you know what I mean? It's not like the women's like
It would just be men.
mixed.
no, I get that. Yeah, it would just be
It
it
would
would just
just-
end
it
up
would
being
just be
men,
men.
because it's
It would
gonna
just be
be
a separate league of men.
yeah, it's just, and then if I can join that, just a regular men without, you know, any kind of operation, you know, then I'm just gonna go in there and dominate. I'll be the best, you know what I mean? Because these guys are on hormone blockers or whatever the fuck, you know, and
Yeah.
and they're altering their genes in some dumbass way. Whereas, I'm just a normal guy. I'm gonna go in there, identify as queer, and then just wreck them, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna just be an all male league, and then we have another NBA.
And like, I mean, there's always fucking
Nope.
exceptions to every rule. There's always one woman out there, you know what I mean, that can do what the man can do. But it is, you know, and to be fair, men can't always do what women can do. It's not like I can fucking give birth. Why can't we just accept our differences and be appreciative of them? You know what I mean?
John, but if we can't define a woman, then we
Oh
don't
my
know who can give birth or what can give birth,
What is a woman?
you know? So,
Born with a vagina.
a vagina.
You can get that thing cut off nowadays.
No,
and you can have a vagina too.
born with a vagina.
Bro, it's crazy
What
that
if-
we're letting kids chop off their fucking genitals, man. Why?
That's crazy.
Well, what's worse is Canada. You know, they're putting people down over there.
Are they?
Yeah, they assisted suicides.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's get a quick cursory
was-
search
there was
on the
some-
amount of assisted suicides that happened in Canada in the last decade or so. Let's call it 5 years.
Didn't they have
Okay.
that before, like somewhere else?
Yes, they had
There's
it.
been a bunch of places.
Like Europe or
even
something?
even
or-
here in the U.S., we were talking about it.
Well, they
quite
used
a
to
bit.
have that in California, no, but they ended
Yeah, I
up like
think- I
jailing
think
that
it
dude
was.
or something
Because
because it was against the law, I guess.
I think so. I think it was Washington. So I think in Washington they even did it or something. I don't know, but I know in Canada it's a real legitimate thing. They're putting people down for seasonal depression. Some guy goes in there for a seasonal depression, and you know, I'm feeling a little gloomy today. I think today's the day. You know,
That's
Hey, but
crazy.
Kind of like you want to get taken out, you want to get taken out. You know what I
survival
mean?
of the fittest. You know what
But
I mean?
it's kind of fucked up because you go through that stage. You know what I mean? Throughout your whole life, like you'll be like
Yeah.
depressed, like at least like once or a couple times, and then but you'll be like, I'll take myself out, but then you're like, nah, I can't. Nah, you know what I mean? Like there's other shit out here that I gotta take care of.
Yeah, it's a part of being human. You know what
Yeah.
I
all
mean?
of us, all of us go through it from time to time.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what
okay.
is the number that we have for assisted suicides in Canada?
And that's recently, or it's been
all
like
right,
that.
let me make sure.
Yeah,
Since Canada legalized medical assistance in dying, MAID, made in June of 2016, so it's been 10 years. Approximately 76,475 medically assisted deaths were officially recorded through the end of 2024.
76,000
Yeah,
Canadians
that was
have been put down, bro.
That was in 8 years. 8 years and a few months.
That is
With totals continuing to accrue past 100,000 total cases by mid 2026. So I mean, now 10 years later, it's been over 100,000.
so you should only be able to qualify for that if you are over 75.
Nah, maybe like after 30.
I
No,
don't,
no,
I
no,
don't- I
I'm-
don't know if that is ever. You know what I mean? If there would be an argument that would be okay for somebody to put you down, I don't think that it should be a doctor in a room that hasn't lived life with you at least to some extent. If you really want to die, I think that it's got to be somebody close enough to you to really be able to make that choice. Because if you really wanted to die, I mean, you would just go out and you would do it. Like, that's the truth of it. That's shitty. That sucks. But like, that's the honest truth. And if you really want help from somebody to do it, I don't think it should be a stranger.
Ooh, so like your family member has to kill you.
Yeah.
That's all worse. They're gonna be all fucking traumatized and shit.
It's like what the Klingons do whenever they're unfit for battle, unable to carry on. The honorable way to die is to be killed by
Yeah.
their
But that's-
closest their oldest child or whatever the
Mhm,
hell like
mhm.
that.
But that's probably like, you know what I mean? That's probably like they got wounded or something, or like they can't fight.
Yeah, I mean,
This is like,
I guess the point to it though is the fact that like it would deter at least the majority of it, right? Because there's always still going to be at least a couple people out there that just want to die, and you know they're going to convince their family member to do it. But hopefully, it would at least deter it from 100,000, maybe down to 5,000.
hey, you can't compare Klingons to Canadians, right? Klingons are fucking badass.
Klingons, fuck yeah,
Klingons, whatever
dude.
the fuck. Yeah, those motherfuckers are badass with their fucking sword. What is it called? The
A
fucking-
batleth.
That shit
Yes.
look tight as fuck.
Today is a good day to die. Yeah, Klingons are badass, and they cannot be compared or confused with Canadians because they suck.
Because
Nah,
they suck.
Hey, but is it way better over there in Canada, or is it like still?
I mean, it depends on who you're talking to, I think.
I mean, I talked to some Canadians. They
Mhm.
hate their country. I think there's a whole province is trying to secede from the
Right.
nation and become a
Yeah.
part of the America or their own country.
Is it in their Canadian charter?
I don't know, nor do I care.
You're right. It's
You
not.
know what I
It's
mean?
not America.
Yeah, not America. If they want to become
Yeah.
part of America, that'd be great. But if they're gonna be their own country, fuck them. You know,
Nah.
we'll do business with them. How about
Right.
that?
Yeah.
I don't think nobody wants to be part of America though.
What are you talking about? People flood our country. Everybody wants to be American.
Yeah, we had how many millions of people flood the border? Over
40
the-
million
yeah.
in the last
Over the Biden
4 years.
administration.
Biden administration.
It was crazy.
America is and always will be the best place in the world. Whatever kind of propaganda you're receiving that's telling you otherwise can suck my dick. Because yeah, dude, there's not a place in the world where we have the rights that we have here. Although
I
it's
think-
expensive,
I
but
think
sometimes the price of freedom is high.
I think for me, it's the fact that, like, I mean, I agree with that sentiment, but I can feel that sentiment slipping away. It's not as cut and dry as it used to be.
No doubt, no doubt.
We are still, yes, I agree, the best country in the world, but it is for sure. And to be fair, I mean, it's fucking slipping away everywhere in the world right now. It's not just America, but because I live here in America, that's the one that I feel the most, the one that I recognize the most. And I can definitely feel that sentiment slipping away. We're starting to have less control over our own lives. I mean, we're opening up fucking grocery stores the taxpayers are paying for.
Bro, it's
Like,
in New York. It's
I
not
do-
in
I-
Texas.
it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
we're
I
not
don't
paying
care.
for it.
But
New York
we're-
is paying for it. The way
Yes.
it works
New
is that
York
that's all
citizens, yes.
that's all confined to New York.
For now.
And they elected that guy.
Yeah, but it's
So when it fails, it's going to be on him. And then we'll have an example to say, hey, look at that. That's why socialism
Yeah.
doesn't work.
we need it to fail though is the thing, right? But will it?
Now, here's the thing. What if it succeeds?
That's my point. Yes, because then it will not be contained to just New York. And I think that the government will do everything that they can in their power to make sure that it not just succeeds, but it grows exponentially.
Okay, so no, not our government. Not our government. No, that's a city thing. Okay? So
for
the
now it
federal
is.
the federal government, Trump isn't going to support that. He's a fucking capitalist.
The next, I think in 2028, I think Republicans lose it. I think the Democrats win it.
I think you are sadly mistaken because it's not going to be a Democrat. It's going to be a socialist.
I agree.
AOC is running, and
Yes,
she
yes.
is the majority. So it's
Yeah.
not a Democrat. It's a socialist.
I
Now
agree.
you're asking, is socialism going to overcome capitalism this next election? I say, fuck no.
I think that the people will vote for it. Crazy enough. That's my gut intuition.
No. No way, dude.
No way.
There's
I
no-
hope that it doesn't. Just like you, I hope that fucking Andrew Wilson shuts down Candace Owens.
Oh, fuck.
I hope so. I hope so. But I feel it in my gut. I do think that, yes, I think the next president is going to be a quote unquote Democrat socialist. Yes. I think it will.
AOC.
I don't know if it'll be
It,
AOC.
it has to be
could
AOC. If it's not AOC, then it's no one else.
Gavin Newsom.
Why do you keep going back to he stands zero
he-
chance? He's
people?
you are not
Californians love
bro,
him, bro.
You're not watching enough politics. If you think he stands a chance
that's fair.
with yeah,
It's been probably like a year since I've
he's
tracked
not even
anything
on the
Gavin Newsom.
radar.
AOC could, man. And I saw she said, posted something the other day about being woke is like crazy or something now, even though her entire like upbringing into politics was about being fucking woker than woke. She was the spotlight of woke.
Yeah, but
And now,
I don't know what the fuck that clip is about. I don't know if it was
Mm-hmm.
taken out of context. Honestly, I don't pay too much attention to AOC, but I
fair,
do
yeah.
know she is going to be the next contender.
Prominent, yeah.
You know, now Mark Rubio is going to shut all that shit down.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be the next president. Period.
I hope.
No, period.
Yeah.
He's going to be the next president. It's not going to be.
Candace,
It's
yeah.
not going to.
Candace Owens shut down, Andrew Wilson over here.
You can't hit me with that twice. I'm prepared for that. All right. Mark Rubio outshines AOC in every aspect, in every way, in likability, in capability, in intelligence, in PR. That dude is a fucking animal, bro.
All right, so to sidetrack for about 2 minutes here, I saw that Trump was he's got all right, lack of a better word, right? Trump is made, I guess, $2 billion or something since he's gotten back in office, and he's selling subscription based whatever on his Truth Social, so that way you can get the information of his truths prior to them becoming public, and it's $100,000 a month for the subscription. And what people are doing is they're paying for the subscription, they're getting his truths earlier than everybody else, and then they are gambling on it. And everybody else that doesn't have $100,000 to spend this fucking month to find out, they're betting against it because that sounds outlandish. And how could you possibly know what the president is going to say before he actually says it? But I do think that in that same light, we can confidently bet that when AOC puts her hat into the ringer within the first month, I would put betting chances on the fact that she will advertise herself at least one time as being the big booty Latina that she is. Silence, sorry.
I don't know who she is.
I
don't know who she is.
You don't get the
so-
reference, that's okay.
Okay,
It's,
no, I just don't. I don't know where you're going with that.
I didn't think she was gonna say big booty Latina. I don't know who she is, so that caught me off guard.
What's his,
I just didn't. I mean,
what's his name that went all over everywhere and he was like, yeah, my big booty Latina, and she's claiming that he has a thing, he's a Republican, but I think that she'll use it as a bit of clout to try and get her name out there. I think that it's actually something worth betting on. Crazy enough.
Okay, so we're gonna have to fact check this whole this Trump Truth Social subscription. I want to see
Okay,
that it
yeah,
costs
yeah.
$100,000. You said
I heard a couple of people talking about it earlier today, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
But yeah, like $100
But
grand,
yeah,
$100
so-
grand a month.
yeah, I'd like
Joe
to know.
Rogan was talking about it on his podcast, as a matter of fact.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to see that validated. I need to see
Okay.
that.
Do you want to subscribe? We're all 100,000. All right.
I mean, if I could get information before it happens,
You
then
don't
I
have
could make that money.
$100,000.
But I could make the money
Yeah,
though.
you'll make the money back.
You know what I mean? I'll go in debt for a day,
Right.
with as much news that Trump comes out with, like what tie he's
Okay,
gonna
so-
come out on.
President Donald Trump has been hit with a federal lawsuit challenging a controversial plan by his media company to sell early high-speed access to his market-moving social media posts for up to $100,000 per month.
So it's a plan and not being implemented yet.
He has already been doing it, and he's been hit with a federal lawsuit for having done it.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah.
But Trump's gonna try to make money
They're-
out of anything.
They're claiming that it's
Okay.
insider trading.
Yeah, it's same shit.
That's not just insider trading. That's like
They're moving the market. They're quite literally moving the market. They can bet
that's-
on things.
I guess
They
that is
can-
insider trading.
Yeah, you can go in and buy stocks on whatever it is that he's fucking talking about before it ever happens. $100,000 a month, and all of a sudden you can make up yourself $10 million.
Dude, wasn't
in
it
the
weird
next
one
month.
time? I don't know if it was him or somebody had like a fucking can of green beans, like while they're like in the White House or some shit. And I was like, why do they have that can? Like they showed the brand and everything.
Hmm.
Like I don't know if it was like they did it for marketing to market
Yeah,
them,
they
or
very
it
well
was
could've,
weird.
yeah.
Did you not listen to what they were saying
Nah,
about the
hell
green
no.
beans?
Like I don't know what the fuck. I was all like, why the fuck they got a can of green beans? That's like,
But you
fucking
don't
weird.
listen to what they're saying about the green beans. Maybe was it RFK talking about how you shouldn't eat out of this fucking brand, or how some preservatives are not good for you, and these are the preservatives in these cans that you should look out for. You know, RFK has had a strong initiative about trying to make the nation healthier. You know, choose healthier
But why-
choices.
Yeah,
Why would
with
they put
green
the can
beans.
out? And like, is it to like drop their stocks and shit, or like drop like people from eating that certain brand? Like maybe they like went against them.
Or maybe
and-
the stocks go up because it's branding
Yeah.
and it's advertising right in front of your face. Maybe they were just talking about the W.N.B.A. while they had a can of green beans up.
maybe it'll help them dunk more.
I
Eat some green beans, spinach. Well, spinach would have been better.
Fucking spinach. Popeye the Sailor Man. Oh shit, that goes way back. $100,000 a month though is insane. He's made like $2 billion off of it.
Wow. Yeah,
That's
I don't know
wild.
what to say about that. It wouldn't surprise me though when you think about
Yeah.
all the insider trading going on in DC. You know, I mean, Pelosi has her whole
Yep.
thing. You can actually buy stocks that match her stocks.
Wild, right?
Yeah, there's an app that you can download that
Mhm.
will buy the same stocks that Pelosi
Yeah.
buys, and so that
And
you know,
nothing ever happened with her, and we knew that it was insider trading, but apparently her husband can just keep fucking making money.
Yeah, and nothing still has
He's
happened.
printing it.
Even though we know that something's going on. Like it's
Yeah.
become a meme now.
Yeah.
And
And I
no-
think that that's what Trump will use to try and defend himself is that, well, I'm only doing it because look at what's happening with everybody else. And I don't think that that justifies it to make it okay. Sure. I mean, it's still, if it's insider trading, it's insider trading. You
but
shouldn't
the
try
subscription cost $100,000.
$100,000. And to be fair,
I want you to
mean,
fact check it
Well,
again.
he said up to
to be
100,000.
up to 100,000.
So that's,
And
probably,
I-
that's,
I-
probably, that's probably like the gold edition.
if I had $100,000 right now, as much as I'm saying they shouldn't be doing it, I would 100% subscribe.
But too, it's probably like he had like a loophole thing saying like this is what maybe would happen. You know what I mean? Like not like directly saying like, hey, get this and that and this. It's kind of like everybody just chooses the words. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, man. That is shit. That's shitty right there. It's a shitty situation. For a president to do something like that, I don't know, man. It seems like
Yeah, I mean, I can't go through all of these right now, but I mean, this is the Washington Post. It's that was 5 hours ago. Truth Social's sell of fast access to Trump Post draws legal concerns. 2 days ago, NPR. 2 days ago, AP News. The Intercept 3 days ago. CNBC 2 days ago. Freedom of the Press 2 days ago. CNN 2 days ago. And like all of these are $100,000.
wow.
Up to $100,000 for fast access to Donald Trump.
Hey, some people were saying, well, like I heard this dude say, what do you call it, that Trump is like, fuck it, I'm gonna just get as much money I'm gonna get like for now to set my family up, and I'm gonna be dead in a couple years anyways.
He's already got enough money. Do you
You know what I
really
mean?
need more?
Because they said he's like 80 or whatever the fuck he is. He's all
Mhm.
like, now it's just like, I'll do whatever the fuck I want, and
Yeah.
then it doesn't matter anyways. They're gonna put me to jail or what? Like I ain't gonna live that long.
I don't think he will be put in jail. And the
He'll give
reason
himself
why,
a pardon.
I think that he's going to pardon a lot of people that don't deserve
you-
pardons, and I think that he will get a pardon in return by whoever gets into office next.
If it's under him, you know what I mean? Like if it's like their side or whatever.
Like if you pardon Dr. Fauci, and then all of a sudden a Democrat or a socialist gets into office next, they will pardon Trump. It'll be an equal trade.
Biden pardoned Fauci, so Trump would pardon his own party, and yeah,
Yeah, it
that's how
just
that
keeps
would work.
going. They said that he was selling pardons, and then that Boosie, Boosie or the rapper, that he had paid like I guess 300,000 or some shit, or I don't know how much, and then they never pardoned him, so he's trying to get his money back.
From Biden?
No, from Trump.
Oh shit, crazy!
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Damn.
But he was, I guess, selling pardons.
I think you can like maybe I heard that wrong. Let me fact check that before I even open up my mouth.
Yeah. So politics. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, it's such a dirty, fucking, swampy, grimy mess. This is a big reason why I like to tune out for long segments because
Yeah.
it just. But I listen to PBD every day, so I can't tune out because Those guys talk about business. They talk about politics. They talk about everything, news. Relatable events, pop culture, things
Right.
like that. Um, but yeah, man, this is this socialist thing. It's kind of concerning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the fact that we're moving on this new idea. It's not even a new idea, but this idea that we need to keep bringing back up that socialism would work if I did it right. You know what I mean?
It's
you know,
never been done properly.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's never been done properly, and
It has been done properly. It worked out the way that it was supposed to.
yeah,
And it failed
yeah,
because it always does.
yep. Well, full blown communism. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um.
And that's what comes next, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why we're opening up grocery stores in New York.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, man. It's not going to end in New York.
Okay. So here's what I was gonna say though. Check this out. What if it succeeds?
Yeah.
Okay. And it actually works. And New York is better off for it.
Mm.
Did you consider that?
I think that
Wise
there's
guy?
going to be. I think that there's going to be a lot of people that are either fence sitters. They're sitting in the middle. Maybe they are on the left. Definitely people on the right that are not going to agree with it. And I think that you're going to start to see an exodus like never before outside of New York City.
Well, they're
And I
definitely
think
going to they're going to lose all their millionaires because they're trying to tax the rich.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, what if they find out, the
If
perfect
they find a way, the perfect
the
formula.
perfect amount of taxes that will pay for
Yeah.
33% less groceries, which is crazy because the margin on grocery stores is already super low.
Yeah.
So the fact that they can get down to 33 means that they have to be taking control of some kind of farm, some
Yeah.
kind of retail, some kind of store,
And I
or
mean,
making their own product.
We've been
which
selling a lot of farmland lately, and there's been a lot of billionaires that have been buying up a shit ton of farmland. Bill Gates.
Yeah, Bill Gates. But okay, so let's just say it works.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it works and it's replicatable.
I think that if it works and it's replicatable, I think that capitalism dies on the spot.
That's what I'm afraid of. That's what I'm afraid of as well.
No, I don't think that because of being in fear of it should force us to stop it. But I do think that if it does work, capitalism
Well,
dies out.
I don't know if it'll die on the spot because I think we already have socialist, things already in place. Socialist.
There are, fire department, police force. Your public schools.
the roads.
Some places
The
have
roads
free
that
public transportation.
Yeah, the roads that got fixed. Jose's roads. Yeah, that's all socialism.
Yeah.
So implementing like let's say food and let's say transport into
Right.
that socialist system. I mean, if we can figure that out, I mean, that's
Yeah.
not necessarily a bad thing.
No, it's not.
Especially if we kind of like, so right now, when you think about China, China has this perfect mix of communism and capitalism. I don't know how perfect it is because they're not so free, but we have, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing, because if it does work, then I mean that does in some kind of aspect, even if it's on a small percentage, a small scale, it is taking away some kind of freedom to the people, because now instead of that farmland being owned by a private owner who is making a business, hiring on families, providing food on the table for dozens or tens, hundreds of families, then now it's being controlled by the government. It does kind of take away access to the freedom of capitalism.
Well, not just that, but government ran facilities are always poorly ran.
Yes, and they usually always keep trying to exponentially grow, making it worse.
Well, they have to because of the population. They have to.
Yeah.
They have to encompass more.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the grandest concern. The biggest thing that you have to worry about is that because everything's controlled by the government, well, now the government's going to want to keep an eye on their property.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to require more surveillance.
Yeah.
Now we need flock cameras.
Yeah.
Now we have facial recognition, which
Yeah.
if you start to, I don't know, to litter around the government
goodness.
facility,
You spit your gum out. Now all of a sudden you can't shop there.
you say a curse word
Damn.
anywhere in the vicinity of
Yup.
these public government ran
Yep.
buildings.
If we could just shut off your access to food.
Yeah, I'll just shut you completely down. You
Yep.
know what I mean? And you're banned.
I'll starve you out.
Yeah. So,
Comply or don't eat.
but those are obviously, these are extreme situations, harsh scenarios, but that's the concern.
That's
It's
because that's what socialism always goes to.
yeah.
Because if people don't comply to the bend and will of whatever it is that socialism is telling you to do, then all of a sudden you're cut off access to the island. You're no longer part of the tribe. And like, we kind of live in a culture and a society now where we can disagree and still be a part of the tribe.
Yeah.
We all inhabit this together. And yet, if I disagree with you and socialism is in charge, then now all of a sudden you could cut off my access to electricity, to water, to plumbing, to food, to anything and everything. Because if the government controls it, then they have the say-so of who gets it. Do you really trust the government to be able to control every aspect of your life? Because I do think that, yes, you're right. It's starting in New York. It's only 5 grocery stores. It's only for the city. That's what those people voted for. Yeah, sure. But if it just keeps growing exponentially by nature, that's what every government ran facility does, then where does it end? Will it end? Do we just keep going?
It'll start to encompass the whole world.
Yeah.
You know? And if it succeeds,
Yeah.
it So I guess we're going to play it. We're going to play the socialism game here in America.
We are.
We're going to have to play it out.
In New York City, it's happening right now.
The funny thing about that is New York City, it's the capital of capitalism.
It is.
It's where Wall Street is, boys.
It is.
It's where we have all of the money.
You think Wall Street moves? No way. I mean, they might. I doubt it. That's too expensive.
Yeah.
It's
but-
way too expensive.
But the fact that the capital of capitalism is now ran by socialists is just an irony in itself. To
It
me, I
is.
find it's a poetic kind of
Poetic justice.
a poetic injustice, a poetic.
Thank
I don't
you,
know.
Kendrick Lamar.
So, yeah, fucking New York socialism. What do you boys got? Got any topics?
No, I got nothing right now, to be completely honest. I think that's just about everything.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I've got 100 more, but I mean, I need another hour to get through it.
Okay. Well, what do you say we wrap it on that? What time is it? We got
What time you want it to be? Yikes.
bedtime.
It is.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, shit, we can wrap it at that, And any final thoughts for the episode, Candice Owens, politics, socialism? What do you got, Buendia?
I wanted Andrew Wilson to shut her down at least a little bit. From what I'm being told by you, you know what I mean? But I also think that A.O.C. is going to do a Candace Owens to us. I think it's going to happen. I think that she's actually going to be pretty prominent in the next election. Whether or not she wins, I don't know. A lot can happen in the next 2 years, but I do think that there's at least potential. And if she keeps going forward the way that she's going, I think that she'll have a shot. And I don't want that to be true, but I think it's going to be true.
Whoa, that's fucking terrifying. Jose, what do you got?
I'm gonna try to go learn how to dunk. You know what I mean?
He's gonna be in his in his freshly paved road, trying to hit it on the goddamn setup hoop.
If we can gather $100,000 all together, I'll set up a nice Discord channel and we'll all share Truth's fast access to Trump.
Right.
All of us. Anybody that donates.
No, I think we missed that bandwagon, dude.
We probably did, yeah.
It already got shut down.
By the time we get there, it's done.
Yeah, it's like
2
trying to buy
billion.
Bitcoin right now. Get the fuck out of here.
Is it even up still? I don't even know.
Russia put something in. Russia passed some kind of law for their government ran Bitcoin. Crazy, yeah. Next show.
Okay, yeah, next episode. Yeah, we'll do some research on that
Yeah.
because that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
A government ran Bitcoin.
Yeah.
communism running Bitcoin.
Wild,
Okay, we'll
right.
see how that plays out. Tune in next time, folks.
I'll fact check it a little bit. Just
Okay.
To make
There's
sure
probably
that I'm
some other
right.
crypto, no? Like,
Yeah, it's some kind of crypto coin.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, my final thought for the episode would have to be about how disappointed I was about Wilson. And I do hope that we can muster up some sort of well-speaking politician that can earn the trust of the American people come this next election, so that we do not have a type of upset like we will. I mean, I'd rather see Candace Owens as running president. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
Candace
can you
Owens for
imagine-
president.
Could you imagine that debate live?
Bruh.
4 hours?
She would smash anybody in her fucking face now.
I-
I think I want Candace Owens for president. Candace Owens, friend of the show. I think you should put your bid in now, because today would be
Yeah.
the day. Market, I said it first. What's today's date? August the 14th.
Yeah.
I said it for you. Heard it here first, folks. Candace Owens, good friend of the show. Get in touch with us. We'll. All right, ladies.
We can moderate.
We'll moderate
that debate.
the debate.
Yes.
We'll
moderate
If you
that
want to
debate.
toss us a bone, we'd love to. I don't
Yes.
know. Moderate.
A.O.C.
AOC moderate. AOC Candace Owens. 20,
Presidential debate 2028.
2028. That you heard it here first, folks.
100 million views.
We're trying to get 1 billion views.
1 billion.
1 billion views
The whole world.
in the first 10 minutes.
First.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, always remember, keep love in your heart and leave no room for hate. I could do
Andrew
some
Wilson.
research, cursory research, but I'm not gonna, because that's not what
Yeah.
the show's about.
No.
It's about making wild assumptions.
Yeah.